Okay, if you've been with the channel for a little bit, you might have seen this video previous on my channel called What If Every Team Had a 5-Game Season. This time we're doing about the same thing, except we're making it even shorter. What if the season was only 3 games? So up here you can see the Packers. Here's an example. You have week 1, week 2, week 3. That's the entire schedule. We'll put the Bears, Vikings, and Broncos. After all 3 games are played, we'll simulate through the weeks. We'll go one week by week, see who leads the stats. We'll build a bracket. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl off of only a 3-game schedule. So we'll go ahead and jump in to week 1. We'll simulate after this. Let's see. Okay, week 1 is over. Let's take a look at everything real quick. We take a look at the standings throughout the league. As the Packers lost, and the Buccaneers are the first team as they put up 45 points with Tom Brady and only allowed 7 points. That's insane. Buccaneers, Ravens, Rams, Redskins, and you see teams that all got 1 win. So of course we're already a third way done with the season. Bottom feeders, the 49ers, which is weird considering they only put up 7 points and allowed 45, which means they played the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers put up 45 points on the 49ers. Okay, that's a little weird. And how about on to week 2? We'll go through the stats later, up to week 2. Alright, we've made it to week 2. The Packers bounce back and get a win. Let's take again, once a look at the schedule. We're already 2/3 way done of the season. The Rams win. They're up to 2-0. They have put up 72 points. Patriots with no Tom Brady. Now, keep in mind, this is the 2020 rosters. There is no rookies yet. I haven't found a rookie draft class yet. The Packers are 1-1 at 9th. So here's all our 2-0 teams. Do we have any 0-2 teams? We definitely do. Who's at the bottom again? Go all the way down, and we see we have the Falcons, Niners, Steelers, Lions, Colts, Broncos, Dolphins, and Saints. I'm telling you right now, these teams are not going to make the playoffs. It's impossible, I'm pretty sure. So every team above here are the teams that are looking to make the playoffs. Some of these teams up here have already made the playoffs. They have already really clinched it at 2-0. And we're up to the last week, so let's simulate the last week. Let's see who makes the playoffs. I'll build the bracket. We'll go through the bracket, and we'll play it out from there. So up to week 3. Okay, so we made it to week 3. The Bears end up winning the NFC North, so they'll make the playoffs. Let's see if the Packers make it. So the Patriots are the number 1 seed, the number 1 team in the entire league. And keep in mind, they don't have Tom Brady. Rams, the number 1 seed in NFC. The number 2 seed in the AFC is the Bills. And the number 3 seed in the AFC is the Ravens. We go on and on and on. Let's see. Don't think the Packers made the playoffs. We'll take a look at the bottom feeders real quick. Scroll all the way down, and we can see the Steelers went 0-3. So the Colts, Broncos, Lions, and Dolphins were all the teams to go 0-3. So now we have to build our bracket accordingly with the wild card, with the division winners, and with the byes. Now keep in mind, 14 teams do make the playoffs now, so we do have to make a new bracket for this. So let me make the bracket real quick. We'll get to that. I'll see you in a second. Hold up, I forgot one thing. That is the stat board. Who led the league in everything, including passing, rushing, receiving, all of that. So let's go into the NFL standings. Let's take a look, and we have Mitch Trubisky at number 1. I see a lot of crazy things every day, and that's one of them. With 7 touchdowns, no picks, pretty good, and almost 1,000 yards. So pretty good for Mitch Trubisky. Aaron Rodgers is probably the best quarterback I imagine, with about 868 yards and 10 touchdowns and no interceptions. That's pretty good. Ryan Tannehill, Matt Ryan, really interesting quarterback stats, as you can see, as Gardner Minshew is above Tom Brady, but there's some pretty good records. I mean, there's only 3 games, but Aaron Rodgers, 10 touchdowns is probably the best. I imagine he is the MVP runner-up, or the MVP actually. And I forgot to look at receiving and rushing. Okay, the rushing leader is Zeke. No surprise here. 5.1 average yards per carry, 69 attempts, 350 yards, and a touchdown. And Carlos Hyde from the Buccaneers with 3 touchdowns. How about Marshawn Lynch on the Bills? 6 touchdowns with only 300 yards. Or actually, that's pretty good. Marshawn Lynch was probably the best rusher. And how about receiving? It's going to go to Keenan Allen, 2 touchdowns. And how about Danny Amendola on the Lions, Robert Woods. Okay, so now the stats are over. Now we can go into the bracket. So I'll get this built real quick. Okay, so we have the bracket on screen right now. This time we'll be doing something a little bit different. We're not going to go through the entire bracket. We're only going to do the conference champions and the Super Bowl. So we have the matchups. We have the number 1 Patriots and the number 1 Rams. Those are the byes in the AFC and NFC. And on the matchups, we have the Titans and Bills, Chargers, Texans, Ravens, Raiders. And on the NFC, we have the Bears, Cardinals, Cowboys, Redskins, and the Buccaneers and Eagles. So I went ahead and simulated this, and we're on to this now. So it's the Patriots versus the Bills, and the Texans and Ravens. In the NFC, it's the Rams versus Bears, and the Cowboys and Bucks. And then I simulated again, and we ended up with the Bills versus Ravens and Bears versus Buccaneers. So these are the matchups we're going to be looking at: the Bills versus Ravens at the Ravens, and the Bears and Bucks at the Bucks. So we'll go through those matchups, we'll do the Super Bowl, and that will be the end of this video. So let's go. Okay, we jump into our first championship game here in the AFC Championship, featuring the Bills and the Ravens at Baltimore. It's tied 24. However, the Ravens are in their own territory, not their own territory, the Bills' territory, and looking for a field goal as they run out the clock. Bills call a timeout. We're down to 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Tie game. Okay, this is a pretty big third down, but considering if they do not get this, they might have to take a field goal, which means the Bills still have a chance. Here he goes, Lamar Jackson hands this one off, and it's a first down for the Ravens as he crawls all the way up to the 20-yard line. Final timeout is called for the Bills, and the Ravens have one job from here, and that is to kick a game-winning field goal. Can they do it? We'll figure out now. Okay, the Ravens are lining up to take the final kick. It is up. Time runs out. The kick is good, and the Ravens are moving on to the Super Bowl at a 27-24 win over the Buffalo Bills, and the Ravens will play the winner between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, featuring Tom Brady and Nick Foles. Okay, let's get to the NFC Championship. Okay, Tom Brady down by 1 point, 1 minute, final drive for the Buccaneers. First down is given. 3 timeouts on the board for both teams. I've jumped in this one fast. They're wearing their old classic unis, which they're returning to. They're only down by 1 point, which means we're going to see a winner here in regulation. 31-30 game. We're down to 40 seconds. No timeouts have been called yet. Tom Brady has done this many times. Can he do it for the Buccaneers? Let's see. Lines up around the 35-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Looks for the pass. Gets the time in the world for the protection he needs. Up to field goal range. He is still running to the 20. To the 10. Touchdown Buccaneers. Tom Brady delivers. And the Buccaneers answer. We're up to 36-31 as the Buccaneers go deep with this route. All the way for the touchdown. Miller all the way. Buccaneers up 36-31. The Bears will get a chance, but a slight chance. Let's see if they can answer. Alright, out come Mitch Trubisky, who was the leader of the NFL in passing yards. Had 7 touchdowns and no picks. He's down by a touchdown with only 22 seconds left versus this Buccaneers defense, which isn't going to be easy, as Tom Brady just delivered a dart in about 10 seconds. Mitch Trubisky's looking to do the same. We're down by 7. Let's go. Alright, here comes the 3rd down and 5 we've been waiting for. Mitch Trubisky. 3 rush for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He backs up. He's looking for the pass this time. Decides not the run. And this time, never mind. He decides the run. I don't really know what he's thinking. It's the final play. Can he do anything? He's going really far down the field right now. Is there no one to catch up to him? No. And that will be game as the Buccaneers stop Mitch Trubisky and the Bears in the final drive. And Tom Brady delivers a clutch performance once again to lead the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl to play the Ravens. So Bucks, Ravens in the Super Bowl. Scotty Miller, which doesn't even have a profile picture, with 3 touchdowns and 200 yards. He was the person who scored that touchdown. No clue who he is, but let's move on to the Super Bowl. Okay, nothing new here. The Buccaneers with Tom Brady is looking to take a final drive to win a Super Bowl as we're tied at 25. We're under 40 seconds now, and Tom Brady is in their own territory, but needs to get a little bit more comfortable for a better field goal. As they're wearing their old classic whites, they do a jet sweep fake handoff to this one up the middle for about 9 yards, and they're a little bit more comfortable now as the first time I was called for the Buccaneers as we're under 30 seconds left in the 3-game Super Bowl. Okay, so the field goal is up next as we're up to 25. This will be the final play of the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers need to kick this one through to win the game. 4 seconds will drain it out. Here we go. Here comes the snap. Who's up next? Alright. Snap, kick, it's up. Time ticks down. It's good, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the 3-game Super Bowl, 28-25. The Buccaneers with Tom Brady has proven they have what it takes to win the Super Bowl. Well, only if the season was 3 games long. So here's the bracket on the screen right now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the 3-game Super Bowl champions. So we've done the 5-game season. We've done a 3-game season. What's next? I'm thinking 82-game season. I don't know if you guys watch basketball or hockey, but their seasons are 82 games. If you actually want to see me do that, that would be painful for me. But It'd be kind of fun. Just let me know if you watch this far. But thank you guys for watching. 3-game season's over. Buccaneers are the winner of it. And I'll see you guys later.